by improper throwing of batteries. We propose to have a team in each barangay in Pasig be trained regarding the proper handling and collecting of batteries, while at the same time also have the construction of the new recycling facility site. The settings will be the ones in charge in the operation and collection of the batteries. Then, each barangay must also fix a certain cash incentive in accordance with the number of batteries turned over to them. The collected batteries every month will be paid in the newly constructed site in Pasig City, and the finished product from the recycled batteries will then be put in the market to generate more income. But most of all, the most important thing is that the monitoring of the full process should be done by the city's higher government officials in order to ensure that the whole procedure is being done efficiently. Now, I give you John Cedric G. Madrigal to give us the advantages and disadvantages of this proposed policy.
Thank you, Dinah. Now, these are the good points carried out with the proposed policies presented by the researchers. First is the lead poisoning carried or done by the exposure can be avoided. With the effect of the exposure to old and used batteries at home, the lead poisoning is a very possible hazard to people. And so, the implementation of these proposed policies can be a solution to the proper disposal and segregation of these used energy sources. Second is the conservation of the natural resources used in making batteries. Indeed, batteries are not an exemption with its use of natural resources for our satisfaction and needs. And so with the construction of the recycling facilities, it would be of great help to the manufacturers and companies in reusing battery shells and having it again for another set of batteries and products that would contribute less to the scarcity of the minerals and natural resources we are living on, which is one problem we are facing. Next is the protection of the environment against the mercury and lead leaks. As batteries are proved that batteries in the potential stage in unused clocks, appliances, toys, and also those batteries stored in closets, drawers, mercury and lead leaks are discovered or can be recovered from here, which is clearly a great hazard to human and also to the environment. And so these leaks can seep through waterways and land, which can bring about a great amount of damage not only to humans but also to the environment. Last is the income generation, as this project creates incentives and also the volunteers or workers. It will bring about the income production of every individual who will be willing to participate in this program. And of course, for the disadvantages, as the proposed policies or most policies have their own or accomplished goals, these faces several problems, and these are the following. First is the starting fund for the project for the facilities. This project will be apparently needing the help of sponsors to be willing to fund or to facilitate or help the group to construct the facilities, and also for the starting budget for the incentives to be given in exchange of the batteries. And lastly is the full cooperation of the residents of Pasig City. This problem is imposed for the community people will be the main participants of this program. And the installation of the idea of this project would be very much needed in order for these policies to be taken in action. Now let us have Patricia May Torres and Noel Gabriel Arubin for the discussion of the action plan.
Thank you, Cedric. As a start of our action, the battery users, either they use disposable or rechargeable batteries, are encouraged to turn over or surrender their used batteries from their households to their barangay halls, to their respective barangay halls. The local government shall train individuals who will compose a battery collection team of the barangay. The battery collection team would be responsible for the collection of the surrendered batteries, and the people who have surrendered their batteries should receive a corresponding amount, a certain incentive wherein it depends on the number of batteries they have surrendered. The battery collection team would then bring the used batteries or the surrendered batteries to the battery recycling facility of the city. The battery recycling facility of the city would be responsible for the segregation of the recyclable batteries and the non-recyclable batteries, wherein the batteries which cannot be recycled anymore should be disposed of properly. In addition to that, the battery recycling facility should be responsible for being equipped with apparatuses and machines which can be used and are appropriate for the battery recycling process. Meanwhile, the disposable batteries and the batteries which cannot be used anymore should undergo a toxin reducing process so that the harmful substances will be omitted from them and they can be freely and making them ready for the disposal with the other wastes. And going back to the recycled batteries, these toxin-free batteries would be taken to the market with the help of our local government. The market is to sell these batteries, and the revenue that the government will get from the sold batteries and from the market will be used as incentives, just like a cycle. They will be used as incentives for the next people to surrender their used batteries. Patricia?
Thank you, Noel. There are certain stakeholders who can affect the imposing of this project. Of course, there are the ones who can support the project and the ones who can oppose the project. First in the opposition is the battery companies. We all know that the battery recycling facility can produce iron sheets that can be made into new batteries, and thus when released in the market can be cheaper than the regular batteries. And this can be a great factor to the diminishing revenue of the battery companies. Another possible opposition is the government. Our action plan would not be possible without funds, and the government may be instructed to give funds for the finances of the action plan, and then it will be added to the finances of the government. But there are also supporters. To talk to supporters is the government also. The action of the government depends on their perception in our proposal. Pasig City is known as the Clean and Green City. It has been known for almost years, and then it is prioritizing Clean and Green program, and the recycling of batteries is under its solid waste management and is under the Clean and Green program. Thus, we have to share the same goals with the government. And another supporter is the Eco Waste Coalition. For 11 years, the Eco Waste Coalition has been doing actions for their goal to have a zero-waste society. And with the recycling of batteries, we are pursuing their goal. Another supporter is the Department of Energy. When we recycle batteries, we are conserving the use of new energy. Thus, this is the same goal with the Department of Energy because we have a minimal source of energy in the country. And the last of the supporters is the Department of Environment and Natural Resources. When we recycle batteries, we are lessening the pollutants in our environment. And then we can conclude that we are helping the Department of Environment and Natural Resources to promote cleanliness and goodness in our environment. Again, this is Team A from Rizal High School, Batteries to Battery Recycle.